What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sports Freaks Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Cummings, and alongside me today, once again, is
Marcus Martinez. What's up, everybody? I'm back. It's been a while since I've been here, but I have returned.
all right. So a couple breaking news happened since the last video, and we want to remind you guys about our videos. I know, our last Bears video did not include the DJ Moore and Jordan Love, the Caleb Williams news, but yeah, it's just the timing of our recording. So before we record, when we recorded that, the DJ Moore and Jordan Love and Caleb Williams news did not come out yet. So yeah, we're still on top of our game. But today's another Bears video, and we're gonna be talking about our first topic. Recently, the DJ Moore signed a 4-year, $110 million contract with the Chicago Bears. That is the highest paid player in franchise history, and this is a very expected move from the Chicago Bears. As you can see, a lot of receivers were not getting paid in the NFL as much as Brandon Ayuk. Obviously, he requested a trade. Deebo Samuel didn't get paid. I know he's not a receiver, but he should have been gotten paid.
CeeDee Lamb's holding out.
CeeDee Lamb. So a lot of shoes getting paid, but it's good here that the Bears are taking care of a business here, signing DJ Moore to a good 4-year deal with $110 million, and I believe that's $27 million per year. I could be wrong on that, but Marcos, what are your thoughts on this?
I was hoping they would do this because we haven't really. I think since Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, those guys, I don't think we really had a real top guy that we could throw to, or we could call our receiver one, because it was always flip-flopping for more of the recent years. It was kind of like Anthony Miller.
Well, this has always been kind of a defensive squad too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we had Allen Robinson for a little bit, but he never really
it was a short term for Allen, so it was for the recent years we never really had a true receiver one, but we have our guy in DJ Moore, so I'm glad they did this.
Yeah, he's our number one receiver. I gotta tell you, to the fans that think that DJ Moore is not a top 10 receiver, you're delusional.
Yeah, he's a top 10 receiver, at least top 15.
I understand some people are making an argument over the past 5 years that he's not a top 10 receiver, but he's definitely, to me, a top 10 receiver. But look here, this is last year's stats. 96. He had 96 receptions. That's 13th in the NFL. Yards, he had 1,364. That's 6th in the NFL. Touchdowns, 8. That's 8th in the NFL. To me, those are top 10 player numbers.
Yeah, I mean, stats don't lie. Honestly, if you want to go in the stats game, obviously the stats show for itself. He's a top 15 minimum player. And the other stats show he's top 10. So it's we do have a top 10 receiver. And honestly, I feel like he could have had better stats if because you know how we had that slow start last season.
Yeah, 0-4 start.
If it wasn't for that slow start, I feel like he had more stats better than that. So I feel I think he's a top 10 receiver in my eyes. Based on eye testing and how he's played really well. He's going to continue to play really well for the next 4 years for us, which is awesome.
Hopefully.
So, yeah.
I am a little afraid, though, because we've seen around the sports world where it's most players who have gotten these big contracts have not worked out. I feel like there's just too much pressure around it. There have been some of these players, not everybody, look at Patrick Mahomes, for example, but some of these players that get these big contracts, they're expected to be great, and they suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be DJ Moore, but speaking of another high-paid contract, Green Bay signs Jordan Love, their quarterback, to a 4-year, $220 million deal. As of right now, is the highest-paid player in NFL history, and there's a lot of controversy around this, just considering he's only played one season, and they're paying him, and the Packers are paying him this much money. What do you think, Marcos?
Well, it shows that Green Bay has faith in Jordan Love. This is clearly their franchise guy for the future, but that's a lot of money. Because this was his first year as a full-time starter. I don't think he's worth all that money. I got to be honest.
I do agree.
I would say I was okay with sure, extend him. Yeah, extend him for sure. Yeah. But $220 million for 4 years. Come on,
that's $75 million, I think, as well.
That's a lot. That's too much money.
Too much
You
money.
could have spread that out because I don't know because you got to imagine like what if Jordan Love doesn't play
Well, you know what?
well? Yeah.
I can tell you right now. I think he takes a step down. I think he takes a step down. A lot of his plays, and Packers fans, you know this. A lot of receivers are wide open. Not everybody, but a lot of receivers are wide open.
Nah. I told you like, nah. Jordan Love is a good quarterback, man.
He's not a bad quarterback. I'm just saying it's like
I'm not saying he's 220 million good. Like I
Yeah.
said before, I was defending him like the pod a couple. It was
The-
like the,
the
NFL,
prediction
yeah,
podcast,
season
yeah.
prediction podcast. I was defending Jordan Love. I believe he's a good quarterback, but that's too much money after first year starting.
Yeah.
Extend him, but like not 220 million. I would say. I would say the DJ Moore type of contract, 110 million 4 years. I feel like that would be more realistic for him. Or if you want to,
Yeah, I guess you probably could go there.
or if you really want to lower, if you don't want to, like, if you want to test the waters with him still, like, I'd say extend him for 2 years. Like,
Yeah, Tessa. Just make sure you're just kind of
Yeah,
safe.
like,
route.
just to make
But
sure.
yeah, now you're possibly putting yourself in a box now for 4 years, and now we head back to the Bears as their preseason is tomorrow night against the Houston Texans. It'll be the NFL preseason Hall of Fame game. As you guys may know, the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans will not be starting any of their starters. It's just a smart move this is a smart move by the Bears. I feel like this is more of a question for the Bears than for the Texans because we know who CJ Stroud is. Is this a good move by the Bears or a bad move?
it's a good move. It's a great move because the Hall of Fame game is very meaningless. There's no
agree.
real impact. It's just the first taste of NFL football for fans to enjoy, and
Yeah.
even then, like those games are not really that exciting. But it's just a taste of football for NFL fans. That's like, yes, it's around the corner, the season's around the corner, let's go. But it's like, it's not that important. Like even then with preseason too, like. When it comes to preseason, yeah, we'll expect like how they usually do. Like first quarter, starters will play, or like
yeah.
half a quarter, the starters will play, and then the bench players will come in. But for Hall of Fame game, yeah, I don't really care for the starters playing or not. It would have been cool to see it see how
I actually am a little interested in how Tyson Bagent is going to play because I've been hearing he's been training his butt off, this entire offseason. I know, like I'm sorry, I'm a little excited. I'm not like hyped up. I can see me on social media going like,
yeah.
I'm hyped up for this guy.
I mean,
You know.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't plan on watching the game. I got to be honest. I didn't really plan on watching the game because it's like I said, I don't really.
I'm not gonna care if he doesn't play. I mean, I might care a little bit, but I'm not gonna care if he doesn't play well.
Yeah, it's just a Hall of Fame game. Like, I don't think it's that
it's just a
important,
preseason game.
But
too.
it's like, if he wants to show like what he's been working on, if he wants to
Yeah.
showcase like his potential, go for it, man. Like honestly,
yeah, ball out.
yeah, ball out. You really have nothing to lose in this game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, just play. Yeah, just play, man. Like it's a Hall of Fame game. You have really nothing to lose. If you want to showcase like how much you've improved, yeah, I think this is the game to do it for Tyson.
All right. And last but not least, for our final topic, score predictions for this Hall of Fame game. I am going to start with me. This is going to be a tough one. I'm going to go 17-10.
I was gonna go 17-3.
I'm going to go 17-10 Bears.
7-3 Bears. Yeah.
7-3.
17-3.
Oh, 17-3. Really? You don't think Houston will put up a fight?
I mean, if they're not playing their starters, then no. I don't know how deep their team is. I don't know if they really have like true second.
I don't think anybody really knows how. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody really, us fans do not really scout the.
Yeah, I don't
backups.
watch Houston Texans football unless it's like a primetime game. But it's like I don't watch Houston football, so I don't know how deep their bench is. This is just a guess. Like it's a prediction. It's a guess.
Yeah. All right. That is it for another quick episode. I believe 18 of this podcast, and our next video will be about the Chicago White Sox and Cubs. Some of the trades they made. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.